Welcome back. I'm the Watch King. On this video, I was right. I was right 2 years ago, and I told you. So, what am I right about? They're bringing the Oysterquartz back. Well, that's what the title says. Not necessarily. I had to do that to bring you in, but stick with me. There is a watch I have in stock personally, as curated in my website, watchkingofficial.com. Use the link below. You can check out this watch for yourself if it's not purchased or taken off by a customer picking it up. But I have a 1630, which is something called a rare bird. They are very rare. There's most estimates say there's only 1,500 in the world. This watch was an experimental. It created in 1975, 76. It ran through 77, ended mid to early 78. My one was a 78, and that was the last year. So really only 4 years, not even, a little less, probably 3.5 years this thing ran. This is the watch that I believe that Rolex is trying to emulate in their new little teaser, right? I don't like to do 20 prediction videos. I mean, they get tons of clicks and it's great for the channel, but this one really is justified. So the two clips that we got from Rolex Official, their YouTube channel, is this one of the side profile of the case, very similar to a rare bird and an Oysterquartz. And then, of course, the bracelet. Boom. The bracelet really shows it all. So the weird name that people are calling it, I don't think it's called this officially, definitely not. The Land Dweller. I don't know. It's a weird name for this watch. I mean, if it is rare bird. I guess some people would call it weird, but Land Dweller or whatever, it's land something. I don't like it. We'll see what Rolex actually releases it under, but whatever. I just like that how they brought that back. They're bringing a new technology for the escapement. I'm loving all of this. This is actually a genuinely really cool thing that Rolex is doing. They haven't done something this cool in a long time. I would say 1908, I don't count that as a really cool thing. That was just hype, right? It was released in pretty high in the market, and it's a replacement for the Cellini. I think they're kind of cool, but they were not worth. I got offered from people. People were like, you want to pay me 20% over list? And I'm like, I won't pay you list for that watch. I just won't, because I know that if I sell it for 5% above list to one of my clients, they're going to be pissed because it's going to go right down the drain. And I don't sell watches as an investment personally, but I don't sell watches as a complete loss to my people. So, but that's a whole nother story, talking about that. Let's keep talking about Rolex and this model. So this model, from what we saw, is a white metal. White metal could be stainless steel. Could be. Highly doubt it. Probably is platinum from what we saw, in my opinion, or white gold. So we know one of those is the metal. I think the least likely is going to be stainless steel. I think this is a new technology. I think Rolex wants to make it exclusive, very exclusive. Possible it's stainless steel, and we'll talk about the scenario if it is stainless steel. But most likely platinum, white gold, maybe a yellow gold version. But yeah, so that's what it's probably going to be, a see-through case back on the platinum, I guarantee you. I'll bet you. And yeah, that's basically what I think it's going to be. Now, if it is released in stainless steel and bimetal component in the catalog, what will the price be? Well, I think it will be around 15, 16, possibly 17,000. I think more 15, 16. Why do I think it's going to be 15, 16? Well, they're introducing a new technology, a new escapement. I don't know the complication. I bet you anything. I don't think it's going to be a date. I think it's just going to have a date. I'll be honest with you. Like my watch, the 1630. I don't think it will be anything else very complicated, because they're introducing a new escapement method. So I don't think they want to mess it up or put too much strain on it. But I could be wrong. What else about it? Could have a cool power reserve because of the new escapement. Could last longer. And I just think it's a cool thing. I think it will come out at that 15 to 16,000. We'll just call it 15 for the video. Soon as it comes out of the gate, it will trade not 30, probably 45,000. maybe 40 grand, maybe 35. Well, if you want to be the first one to do it, you're going to be paying over double retail, even in this market. This is going into I don't want to say recession. That's a very big word, but I'm feeling that we're going into a down market. Believe it or not, my books, it's the same, because I really sell amazing. Once I get a client into my world, and if they're a collector, it's really hard not to buy anything, especially if I'm stocking it. I have pretty much the best prices in the world, especially here in the States, definitely. So my clients aren't really going anywhere, and I'm really stirring them towards watches that are recession proof. I want to say nothing's recession proof, but if you pick up 1603 for around 3K, in this conditions everything too, you get a beat up one, that's a different story. What are you going to lose? $500, right? Worst case scenario, you go try to sell it back to anybody. That's probably what you're going to get, right? But I'm just saying, to go run to somebody. If I sold this watch and somebody came right back to me, a month later, I'll give them $2,500. I think every dealer in the world would. So there's really very little wiggle room on these type of watches, where you can lose money, especially stuff like that 1632. But you hold on to that stuff longer, it's a different story. But I don't know how we got into talking about investments. I'm just crazy how excited I am about these new watches. I'm not going to get really into predictions because I don't want to make it too long, but I just want to say I really hope the leaks are not true. I hope there's no Tiffany in yellow gold. It's overplayed. Please don't release that watch. That, in my opinion, I would have to see it in person. Maybe it's a little better, but overplayed. Not really a fan of the Tiffany. So much of the Tiffany is being released. Of course, the discontinuation of the OP, all the way to the Tiffany in Patek Philippe. All of that, since they released that, is really tacky and overplayed. Coming back to what we're talking about, a couple other things that I saw: a green GMT with the green dial. Don't think these are actual real leaks. I think somebody put it in the editing room and happened, so I don't want to give it too much time. But I saw most of them were pretty ugly. One thing about the GMT is I hope the GMT line gets actually narrowed, right? Rolex is kind of going on this thing of releasing a ton of GMTs. Let's go through them all. We got the black and gray, aka the Bruce Wayne. Right? That is one of we'll call it the nicknames, the unofficial nicknames. Then you have my least favorite, but the lefty GMT, very ugly watch, that throw up green. Not my fan. But they have that. We're not done yet. They have the Pepsi, right? And then they have the Batman. So the Pepsi is the Pepsi colors, the most iconic, the blue and the red. And then the Batman is the blue and the black. And then even before that, there was the all black, but that has been discontinued. But so those, excluding the last one I just mentioned, all of those are still available, and Rolex is making them. That is a lot of options. Back in the day, it was just the all black. Then it turned into the Batman, as we know it, the blue and black. And then the Pepsi, only in white gold, and then eventually in steel. And then we have then it came out the lefty, if I'm not mistaken, and then the Bruce Wayne. Yes, way too many. Especially if they release that Coke. If they release that Coke, every new release of the GMT, 2 have to be taken away, if not 3. I think the GMT line should just be, in my opinion, get rid of the Batman. They've been around forever. Get rid of that black and blue. Not a huge fan of it, honestly. It just doesn't do anything for me. So get rid of that. Get rid of the Bruce Wayne. I think it's ugly. They're not going to, but I honestly, that watch does nothing for me. And I know that they're not going to get rid of the Bruce Wayne, so get rid of the Pepsi, right? Get rid of those 2. I don't think they're going to get rid of both, but if they do, then I think, okay, you can add the Coke, definitely. But let me know your predictions below. These are all rantings and ravings about what I think Rolex should do. I doubt Rolex is watching this video. I would bet $1 million that Rolex is not watching this video. But If you are Rolex, please comment down below. What are you doing if you're watching this before you release your watch? But let me know what your opinions as collectors are down below. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Do you think the Milgauss, do you think the Yacht 2 should bring back? I know, I bet 99% of people don't want the Yacht 2 back. But maybe the Milgauss, maybe a revive of the I liked the old Milgauss too. I think it was a funky, quirky watch. So I don't know. Let me know down below, and I will be sure to read your comments. Have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one.